everybody. What is going on tonight? How you guys doing?
Thought maybe my sound had gone out or something.
You couldn't hear the music, Jay?
No, sir.
I have no idea. Everybody else heard it, didn't they?
Yeah, I hear you fine, but I didn't hear any music.
So, Uncle Bill, what do we got here tonight? We're kind of doing a different sort of live stream because it's somebody's birthday.
Yeah, man. It's the 29th birthday of the Creeper himself, turning 29 finally. I mean, it's been a long time in the making, but we're going to have all kinds of festivities, man. We're going to have music and singing and dancing and beatboxing and possibly like some break dancing. We're going to show some wrestling promos, talk about some.
Oh, man. Them wrestling promos. Dude, there's something like it lasts like a half an hour. And I was just searching for BCW, right? So I found Bull Creek Championship Wrestling, Uncle Bill, online.
Yep.
And if there's time, we may do that. I mean, it's kind of longer. There's not a wrestling ring involved. It's just people fighting in front of a trailer. But I thought it was kind of funny.
It was amazing to see live. I know that.
Ooh, we got the G Money in here. What's going on, dude?
What's up, boys?
Garrett and I look like our backdrops are like fighting like Empire Strikes Back style or something. I got the red. He's got like the purple.
What do you do? You're like the Sith.
Yeah.
The Sith one.
So this is kind of just a random show. I mean, we're just throwing a bunch of shit and seeing what sticks, but we appreciate everybody tuning in. And Foz is he left. He's gone. He's having some technical issues.
Fuck you, I'm out of here. I ain't doing none of this.
But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming on. There's a bunch of people in the chat. Phantasmat, Holiday Styles, Jackson Jack, Sammy, Merez Solis. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I'm from Eastern Kentucky. It's okay. X-Ray Punch, Little Dumplings Books, Bug-Eyed Betty. That's your favorite, Karen.
Yo.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Scott Raw, what is up, dude?
Hello, I'm sorry I'm late.
what's up, brother?
You're not late. You're just on time.
How you doing?
We're just getting this show started up in here.
Oh, it's already going. We're live.
We are all the way live.
Hey, listen. So I sent Wes a birthday present. It went to Prestonsburg, and then they sent it where? It was like Belfry, Kentucky. Well, I got a notice today, and I was like, hell yeah, an update. It's in Boise, Idaho.
What?
And I'm really worried because I don't know how long semen can stay unrefrigerated. So I'm really concerned about your present, buddy.
Oh,
Should put it in dry ice.
I should have.
That's the trick.
all right. Subjective Perspective Collective, $20 super chat.
That's
Appreciate
awesome,
it,
Derek.
man. Thank you so much. But we got a lot of fun stuff planned. We're going to take a look at Old Curly Jaws Amityville horror movie, or Amityville Curly Jaws. We're going to be reviewing it and watching it, at least the trailer.
Oh my god.
I watched that earlier today.
I can't wait.
BCW action coming up. Old Curly Jaws is becoming quite the entrepreneur with what is he doing? $10 spots on his Patreon.
He's got merch.
A tattoo.
He's got merch now. He's got like all kinds of stuff going on.
I think he's doing porn now too. I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Porn.
Tattoos.
He's on
killing
Pornhub.
Yeah, if you pay him $10 a month, he'll get a tattoo of your name on him. I did. I'm not
Well,
joking.
how many months do you have to be like? It's just you can just do 1 month and then he gets it. And
He
you like
just
pull
said,
it.
it sounds like it's 1 month, $10, and you're gone, man.
Is it like a subscription service? You have to go a whole year paying $10 after
Hey,
that?
it's fine.
I'm
How's
back,
that
boys.
Oh, hell yes.
Sorry. The one time I do like a live broadcast from the house, then I have technical difficulties. Never happens live. Sorry about that.
Technical difficulties and dead pit go hand in hand for many years. I remember one time we had the James Wan interview recorded. You remember this, Uncle Bill? When we interviewed James Wan, and my computer completely fucking crashed that evening, and I was like, "Holy shit! Is there any way?" I was scared to death that we'd lost that interview, but somehow we got it. I don't remember how, but
Steve couldn't be bothered to stay up for this, though.
Steve wouldn't stay up for your birthday. He didn't.
No. We may have a message from Steve coming up here in a minute, though.
Isn't that killer?
That's
like,
killer.
No.
But
Should take a nap. That's what I did.
You know what else is interesting too?
I gotta stay up. It's taking a nap time today.
The older CK gets, the littler he gets. Look at him; he's like little now. He's like a little CK over there.
It's like Benjamin Button.
Well, I've got the widescreen camera effect.
He's got small guy. That's killer. He's like Benjamin Button.
Hey, you guys, what's going on?
This is an MWO live, so we've got Foz on here. Are you ready, sir?
Oh, dude, I've been waiting all week for this.
Oh God. Let's see if I can do it here. You all ready?
You got 61 people watching, so that here you got one chance. Do not miss this blow or whatever.
One opportunity. Fuck, I ate spaghetti earlier. Oh no.
Get the spaghetti off your shirt.
Mom spaghetti.
It's the last once in a lifetime, baby. Yo! All right. It's your show, brother.
Live from Prestonsburg, it's the mWo podcast. All right, here we go, guys. It's the boom bap, hear that boom boom bap. It's that boom bap, yeah, Foz is back. It's that boom bap, hear that boom boom bap. It's that boom bap, yeah, Foz is back. It's that boom bap, hear that boom bap bap. It's that boom bap, yeah, Foz is back. It's that boom bap, yeah, that boom boom bap. It's that boom bap, yeah, Foz is back. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Foz. Foz Rotten, that's my full name. Piece of shit, yeah, the most is the same thing. No good at this life thing. Foz, fucking rotten if you don't know. Who am I kidding? Y'all came for this fucking show. Since we were kids, but now that we full grown, bring your kids so we can drop a little unknown. In the head, yeah, I got a little something for them. Of the roots of the sound they've been exploring. In the class, but not no of the earth. On this mic till I leave here in a hearse. I leave this song so you remember me one day. In your heart, know everything's okay. When I'm gone, just read the words that I write. If it ever still sunk in the afterlife, boom, bap, it's that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, yo, it's a Mike Godzilla, the dope beat killer, back from the dead, it's that OG filler, it's that never no filler, it's that no one realer, boot to the mic like my name was Gorilla, never met a beat that I couldn't kill dead, with the flick from the song and the words well said, make love on the mic, hip hop, I'm wed, death to us part, put both to bed, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back, it's that boom, bap, yeah, that boom, boom, bap, it's that boom, bap, yeah, Foz is back. Happy birthday, CK.
Woo! Woo! That was amazing.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
All right, I think I accidentally kicked you out. No.
that was awesome, man.
awesome.
That was awesome.
He's too hot for this show. He just got kicked the fuck out.
I was getting into it, boss.
I was getting into it.
Did that go okay?
Dude, that
Hell
was
yeah.
awesome, man. That was so good.
That's the best acoustic rap I've ever heard.
Hell yeah. First ever time I've ever done a live stream. I've been asked before. I've always been a little timid about it. I was like, I don't know. I got a boombox, and I don't know. But when CK asked, I was like, "Fuck it, anything for the boys."
Dude, that was sick. And what else is crazy is who else does that? Who else?
Nowhere else.
I don't know.
No one I
That was
know.
great.
I wasn't expecting there to be legitimate musical talent on here tonight. It's like I was just expecting us to bullshit around, but that was amazing. I got to give you that.
That was
Thanks,
awesome,
sir.
dude.
I'll be like the Kevin Eubanks all night. Y'all make a joke, I'll just be like, ah ha ha ha.
That was killer, dude.
That was great, man. Thanks.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, killer
Thank you,
job,
guys.
dude. And a lot of people may not know we've known Foz for a long freaking time. He came down
yeah.
here to some of the screenings that we did,
Yes, indeed.
right?
Oh
like
yeah,
10 years ago or longer.
yeah. And what was the big convention? Dark Woods.
Yeah.
That was the first time we all met. Then the screenings, and then some of the horror hounds, and it's been years.
Been a long time. All you guys are old school, old school dead pit from way, way back. So,
Or just plain old,
well,
in my case.
that's us. I turned the ripe old age of 29 yesterday, but I'm doing the party today. But
Scott,
if
I
you,
still got a Phantasm print from that Darkwoods convention.
Awesome. You know what? Since there's 4 of us here that were at Darkwoods, that's at least half of the attendance right there.
it was most of the crowd. Yeah.
Dude, that show was amazing though, and for so
It
many
was a
different
great
reasons.
time though.
Oh,
Yeah, it
my
was such
God.
a fun time. It was great actually because it was just friends hanging out more than it was having to sit at your table and hack shit. It was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, what sucks is like they did, I think a couple of months later, they did like a 1.5. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was somewhere else. Like I can't remember exactly. It was somewhat like in Western Kentucky, maybe, or somewhere closer to Louisville, I think. And literally nobody, like if you thought the one in Pikeville was small, right? There were photos. Our old buddy Cody LL went to this. And that's where the legendary photo, or there's multiple photos. Every photo that anybody took at that place had Cody LL in it. That's how many people was there.
Did I tell you I saw him at Scarefest? I did tell you that. Didn't
Yeah.
You did.
And
You
he
didn't
was
talk
like,
to him, though.
no, I pussed out. I should have though. He looked exactly the same, except he was like almost bald. Like it was identical. Like it's like he stepped out of time and just like right back. Oh, I don't know. I should have talked to him. I regret that.
Yeah.
My one regret.
I was looking for you, Uncle Bill, this past weekend. I was going to make you take a selfie with me.
I had no idea you were there, like for one thing, but I was only there Saturday and we were only there for probably about 4 or 5 hours, I'd say, something like that. And 2 of that was me standing in fucking line. So
I had to stand in that Steve from Blue's Clues line with my wife so she could get her picture with him. And I saw whenever he was starting to walk in, he had his like bodyguard, like the FBI guy you were talking about. He had him clearing the way, and he was like boom, and he just stood there with him the whole time. I was like, damn, I ain't seen that before.
dude, that guy, I swear, he looked like
Who
he was
had
in
the
the Secret
bodyguard?
Service.
Steve Burns had the bodyguard?
No,
or Sam Raimi. Okay.
Sam Raimi, yeah. Dude, that's the most
kicking
surprising
little
thing.
kids away.
Steve Burns should have had a bodyguard. He had like the biggest line besides him I saw all weekend.
Wow.
I was in the freight elevator area waiting for that line too.
Wow.
What was that?
No, my kid was big Blue's Clues fan, and up until Steve left, we never got over it. It killed the show for me.
What was the wait for Kevin Smith? Because you met him like on a Sunday, right? On the day that he showed up.
It was all ticketed. Yeah, that messed everything up. I was supposed to meet him Saturday, and he was supposed to have a Q&A at the end of the night on Saturday. And then him and Jason Lee both got canceled on their airplane flights, and they were trying to make it for Sunday, which successfully they did. And everything actually went pretty smooth with all that. I'm surprised. But it went really smooth because it was all pre-bought tickets. Like it would tell you what time to be at the photo op, what time to be at the event line. But as long as you were there within like 15 to like a half hour, 15 minutes early, depending how close you want to be, you were fine. So the longest line I stayed in all week was Steve from Blue's Clues.
That's a cool way to do it, actually. That saves so much time for people.
It certainly
I
beats
remember
like
when
He'd stand in the loading dock. Yeah.
Just
Oh, I
hearing
was there.
the description of the crowd though made me not want to go.
Insane. You
ever.
couldn't move.
Yeah, because for years and years and years, I always put myself in that situation. Always have had anxiety and shit anyway, and that makes it even worse. So I'm good never doing another, convention
I mean,
like
man,
that.
we've been to shows like Scarefest and Horror Hound and all these things. Like, right, take that and like double or triple it, and that's how many people were at this fucking show.
Seriously,
I'm dead
Holy shit.
serious. Like, I've never seen anything like that. Like,
There were a couple of Horror Hounds where it was so hard to walk. It was just
Mhm.
like, my God.
it was double that bad. It really was. Like,
It
you were
was.
just you couldn't move. Like, you were just running into people constantly.
Well,
So
COVID.
yeah, I'm glad that was it. That's my last.
Everybody
that's
there's
my
got
last one.
COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to get all you guys on here. Jay, it's been a little while. You've finished your newest. Have you completely finished the new movie yet? Or
Oh
no?
Lord, no. I've got like the first 6 minutes ish of a shot, and I was able to put it together. And my lead actress has been kind of under the weather here recently, so I'm hoping she'll be able to get back in the saddle Saturday. Because that's supposed to be a pretty day. Supposed to rain like every other day, but that day's supposed to be nice. So we'll see if she'll be able to film her scenes. But no, I'm maybe a quarter done. Yeah, there's a whole lot to film.
Yeah.
But
It's a slow process
Looking forward
sometimes
to it.
too, because you're not really paying these people, right?
yeah,
So
there's
you
no one's
kinda-
getting paid. Yeah, and it's basically just people just, hey, I'll put out a post, kind of describing the movie and looking for people that want to be an actor in it or actress, whatever. And they respond to it. But I've been really lucky. I mean, the girl that I've got for this one, Crystal is the name of it. She's real good. It's got a great look to her. She's got these huge eyes. I mean, I think you saw the picture I posted. She's got these big old eyes. And for some reason, I just think those are very cinematic eyes she has. So when I mixed down the first 6 minutes of the movie, the opening scenes, I thought, what the hell? Let me see what this looks like in black and white. And once I did, I was like, that's it. This is a black and white movie. Just after seeing her and just seeing how the movie unfolded in black and white, and also just the sort of the subject matter of the film, I think fits in black and white. So I'm back in
It's a
black.
good script.
After 20 years, I'm
Jason-
back in black and white.
Jay sent me the screenplay, and I got to read it. I just really liked it, man. It's really good. I'm looking forward to seeing the complete project.
We'll see someday.
Well, Jay's still winning awards and stuff for his other movie that's been out for a while. So, have you made that public on YouTube yet or no?
Not yet. There's a couple of more festivals coming up. I actually entered Texas Frightmare, which is the festival that I went when I was promoting Dawn. That was the one I'd always gone to, and see if it'll get into that. But a lot of these festivals you enter, they prefer you not have your movie just publicly available to watch by just anybody. So I'm waiting to make it publicly available. But if anybody wanted to see it, I can always send a link, then they can watch it that way because it's unlisted on YouTube. So it's easy to watch. If I send you the link, you can just click on the link and watch it.
Cool. And Foz, we need to promote your music as well because you do the rap thing and you do like the punk rock thing is.
Yeah, I'm all over, man.
Yeah, you do a little bit of everything. So you want to mention some of those sites and you
Sure,
can
thanks,
check
man.
the stuff out.
Right now, you can hit me always up on everything at Foz Rotten. I learned a long time ago, all across the board at Foz Rotten, so there's no confusion. Anything and everywhere. Instagram's probably my favorite. I like that a lot. And then I do have a band called Boldly Go. We aren't really playing right now, but who knows what happens in the future. I'd like to do some more stuff, different punk bands. So it's usually a variation of like punk rock or hip hop, which I know seems weird, but it's whatever my ADD mind goes to that week. And everything's available on Spotify, Apple Music. We released an album on Coffin Curse Records for Boldly Go, and all the Foz Rotten stuff is out there, Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. So check it out. See if you
Awesome.
like anything.
Yeah, everybody check that out. And Rob Scotra,
Uh-oh.
Monster
Oh, shit.
Art. But you finally dropped a new podcast after what, 3 years? 4
Oh
years?
yeah, it's funny. Like most, like you guys got back into it because of COVID. We were like, no, we're done. If we have to stay inside, we're not going to do anything productive.
That just makes too much sense, you know.
Yeah, so now that things are looking better, we're back at it. So yeah, we're over at cinxs.com doing that. I've been putting them on YouTube too, which I don't know how people feel about watching just a logo.
YouTube has some
for-
sort of option where you can put a podcast up. Like I haven't tried it yet,
that's
but I
cool.
think it's new. It's some sort of new feature
I'll have
that
to
I
check
need to
that out.
look into it. Yeah, because there's a podcast section now on YouTube.
I have to
It's
check
kinda
that
weird.
out.
Yeah. My fiance Kelly and I do it, and we're getting ready to do Hitchcock's Rope, but it's also I'm taking classes to get my film degree, and now I've got to write a big long paper about David Lynch. I was like, oh no,
Ah,
I'll pick
God.
something I know. I'll pick something I
Yeah.
know because he's been my favorite for a long time. So now I'm like, so I might turn some of the content into some videos on YouTube for that.
That's a weird kind of coincidence that Dana is getting ready to do that Twin Peaks stream. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been a
Yes,
big
but-
fan of his. The first time I saw his stuff, well, actually, I probably saw like Elephant Man first, but I went to visit my sister when she was in college, and she took me. They have these showings around campus, and it was a double feature of Eraserhead and Psycho, and that was like a mind blowing night for me. It was like that was the first time I saw either of them, and to me, I was like, they're both black and white, so they go together. I don't know. It was like, I don't know. I was always a strange kid, so it just seemed normal to me.
You mentioning Eraserhead, that's got probably my favorite performance from an actor, period, is John Hurt's performance in Eraserhead. Because look at what he has to do under just a ton of prosthetic makeup, and he makes you really feel for it.
Elephant Man. Sorry, you said Eraserhead. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Oh, you mentioned, you mentioned
Elephant Man.
Yeah, you mentioned.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I might have
Elephant
said
Man.
Eraserhead, but anyway, Elephant Man. Yeah, John Hurt and Elephant Man. The performance in that is probably one of my top favorite performances from an actor. Just what he was able to do physically and with his voice, and actually bring forth emotion and make you feel really, really feel for the poor man, And just what he had to do under all that makeup is really. I think he might have been nominated when that came out for an Oscar.
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah.
Yep.
But one of my favorite performances ever from any actor in a movie, just any movie.
Yep. It's definitely a demanding role. I know, like David Bowie played it on the stage, and he would contort his body, and he actually had some kind of permanent back problems from doing that for so long. Just messed himself up, twisting his muscles around. But yeah.
And also, we can't leave out the G-rated superstar down there.
Oh, there he is.
What up? What up?
What you got going on, man? I know you guys have a show coming up real soon.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday again. It's cool to have you guys on here. It's a couple people on here I haven't done anything with, so this is awesome that we're all kind of together here. Yeah, we got the Rad Pack podcast going right now, and we have a show on Saturday. We're talking about Wes's favorite movie, The Garbage Pail Kids. And I know we're going to go through the cards and all the crap that they had as we were growing up and stuff. So it's kind of a whole big retrospective. But I do have to rewatch that movie this week, which I haven't probably seen in probably a couple of years now. So
something funny, though, like I think we interviewed William. Oh, God.
Was it the boy?
No, I've got him on Facebook. He was in Friday the 13th. He was in Leatherface. What's his last name? William Butler, not Butler.
Oh, yeah, it's Butler. Yeah, William
Butler. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of his early projects was helping out John Carl Beekler with Garbage Pail Kids, the movie. And do you remember him talking about painting the heads? Like John Beekler was like giving him this project like he was a third grader painting his fucking heads. So that's That's the detail that they had for
Huh.
those Garbage Pail Kids. The look of them, at least, which I think the Garbage Pail Kids looked cool for the time period to me. But it was just that movie's just fucking like from hell or something. It's
That
so
to
odd.
me is like that is the perfect example of a movie that like when I was a kid I thought, oh my god, like this is the best movie ever. And then I went back and watched it later and was like, holy shit, like this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like
It's a friggin' weird movie, man. It's weird, dude.
Yeah.
It is odd too because Tangerine and the little boy, like you're like she looks like she's 20 years old, and here's this little kid. It's like 11 or 10 or 11 years old wanting to get a piece of that.
It's
true. Like, yeah, that's kind of odd. But
I feel like we should coordinate this sometime. Like when Garrett's talking, I can turn this way and look up when Aaron's talking.
It's tricky though. It's tricky because you think you're turning the right way and it's the wrong way.
Yeah, it's mirrored, so it's like
you're just gonna do the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
unless it's up or down, you don't know.
Yeah, I can look at Jay really easy. Yeah.
The one key member that's not here though, and he did send a message in, is Captain B Plan, because he's been asleep for at least probably 6 hours now. I'm thinking.
yeah.
And he did send a message, and we're going to try to play it here if my computer doesn't explode, and we'll see how this goes.
Hey, just wanted to come in here and say happy birthday, Wesley Michael Vance, aka the Creepy Kentuckian, and soon to be the Creepy American. Happy birthday.
Am I going to run for something?
See you next year.
See you next year. He's gone. He's going to sleep for a year.
He put his whole heart and soul into that.
It's like he's like sleepy. It's like he's hibernating till next year. I'll see you next year. Like January, he wakes up.
He's got to go eat a bunch of berries and shit and get ready for hibernation.
Right. Well, Steve, like he needs at least, I think Steve told me he needs at least 18 hours of sleep a day.
That's true.
Oh my god.
So what the hell happened to Dana?
Edibles,
Dana was
That's what
supposed
it
to be
is.
on here.
Dana's
If I
supposed to
take
be
an edible
here.
on the weekend, I'll sleep for 14 hours. So yeah, if he laid off the edibles, he can sleep for 6 to 8.
Somebody check and make sure she's not live.
I think she was live. That damn Tales from Dark Side show's going over again.
He thinks that I'm getting my American citizenship. Is what it is.
I imagine you're going to have the real American Hulk Hogan theme song, but the creepy American.
Next stream, you should show up with like all red, white, and blue on. Like
go.
it's like a new gimmick. The creepy American.
The creepy American with a mask.
That'd be so cute.
You don't know who I am, boss.
Nobody knows who it is.
It's CA.
See,
Dana is doing a stream tonight, but she said that she would stop by, so maybe she'll still show up before too long. So, but there's a couple of things we could talk about news related. So I think we predicted this a couple of months ago. I don't know if it was me or Uncle Bill in the stream, that Linda Blair's coming back in that Exorcist remake, and now it's been made official, or requel, whatever they're going to call it. So, what was the last big movie that Linda Blair was even in? Like, when was the last time that she acted?
I was about to say Repossessed.
Nah, it was she did a couple as like an adult, but I'm trying to think of the movie. It was nothing memorable. I have the DVD of it too. I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it.
It feels like she would have been on one of those shows like Psych or something on USA.
It does,
Yeah,
it does
it
feel like
does.
that, right?
See what you think about this one, though, guys. I was thinking about this some more. What if in this one, Reagan is the exorcist?
Oh shit!
Rob's
I
mind's fucking blown. Oh man.
What about I don't know. She could play the demon.
That's
She's a
true.
nice lady.
I was possessed by a demon.
It's fine. It's gone now.
Linda
was-
Blair was in Scream, wasn't she? Very briefly.
Oh yeah, good call.
She
Yes,
was the
she was in a
reporter.
movie, Monster Makers, the one I'm thinking of from 2003.
Blumhouse,
sure
I
nobody
think,
saw
is
it.
doing Exorcist, right? I think it's
Yes.
Blumhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same crew that did the Halloween movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll ask my cousin Ryan Rotten if she's in it.
Ask her.
Ryan,
Yeah, ask
How
her.
you doing, boy?
He's like, shh, I don't have that name now.
Ask
I'm
him
so
on
confused
Easter.
by
On
this.
Easter.
What is she's in the Blair Witch Project? Why is she listed? Linda Blair's listed as being in.
She's the
playing
Blair
Heather
Witch.
in the-
She did the voice.
That's the Blair Witch this whole time. Linda Blair's.
so
like,
confused.
it's like a big work. I was the Blair Witch. It was me all along.
After the Thunderstorm 2023, Linda Blair. Okay, so some sort of small independent movie, possibly. But she hasn't done anything on a big scale in decades, right?
No.
I mean, it's been many, many, many years. So
Just taking care of those dogs.
I was going to say she's been too busy taking care of them damn dogs and cats and whatever.
I would be interested in seeing how big the role actually is. Is it like a lead role? Because that's pretty risky for somebody that hasn't acted in like on a regular basis in like 20 years.
I highly doubt she has a lead role, but who else from that? There's someone else from that original series that's supposed to be in this new one, right? Is it the mother?
Yeah, it's the mother. Oh God, what's her
Is she-
name?
Ellen
How do I
Burstyn.
forget that?
Ellen
Yeah, Ellen
Bernstein.
Yeah, that's crazy that they're both going to be in it.
And evidently they already filmed her stuff because, she's 98 years old or whatever. And
She can save the soul of a Jack Russell Terrier in the next.
Ryan Atkins says, I wonder what Linda Blair would say if a Steve yelling at his dogs.
Exorcist kills and Exorcist ends.
I don't know. Given the creative team, man, and what they did for Halloween, I've just got the utmost confidence in this movie.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's so good. What could go wrong?
Who
Yeah.
knows?
I mean, I'm excited for it because I don't know. I mean, I don't have high hopes for it, but when's the last time we've gotten anything like that, like Exorcist? I mean, it's been forever since
Halloween ends.
the beginning.
It's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what. this is
Well, I
gonna be.
mean,
It could
the
be.
last, didn't they do an Exorcist TV show? Was that the last
Yeah,
Exorcist?
I never watched it. I never saw that.
Well, that lasts like 2 seasons, I think.
I didn't even know it exists until I remember reading about it when they were talking about the new movie. But the last movie was Exorcist: The Beginning, which was probably close to 20 years ago now, or maybe it's been 20 years at this point.
It's crazy to think about that.
So, we'll see. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what the Exorcist brand does in theaters because it's coming out in October, right? This year.
Oh,
Is that fucking thing coming out in theaters?
yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that's going to shit the
Probably
bed.
got
Like,
cocked the same night. That'd be my guess. If he's working with the same people he did with Halloween, it'll be theaters and Peacock.
Yeah, it could for sure. But
Yeah,
I saw 3 online reviews so far of the new Evil Dead, and they've just glowed about it. Just talk about how really good it is. IGN really, I don't know if it was, I think it was 9 out of 10 or something, but they just really.
I hope it's good, but like when these movies first come out, it doesn't matter what it is. They're always like, God, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Well, I've watched some that are usually very critical but really were really highly praising the Evil Dead film. Said that it really, it held up with the other films and was respectful of the other films, but it made its own path.
I hope so. I heard the same stuff, so I did actually go watch the trailer, which I hadn't watched before, and I was like, I don't know, I don't see it, but I don't know. Trailers have been wrong in the past. So
Demons 2 was a good movie, so at least there's that. It's the same fucking thing, so we'll see. We did do some research. We're doing a history of the Evil Dead on home video. It's coming sometime next month. Did you guys, and I heard about this and I was like, what the fuck? Why did they not go with that name? So Army of Darkness, the original title or one of the alternate titles for it did you guys ever hear about this? The Medieval Dead.
Oh,
Which
that's a
is
good name, actually.
Would have been a
That's
great
pretty good
title,
name.
yeah.
Why did they not go with that?
I don't know. Would have made too much sense, I guess.
Yeah. Because technically, I mean, unless you're a hardcore fan, you're really not going to know that that's even part of a trilogy.
Something
Army of
tells me that
Darkness.
was a studio decision because they didn't want it to like seem like an old like medieval night kind of movie. Or like they didn't think that the young audience would connect to that or whatever. I'm just willing to guarantee it was something like that.
Do you
All right,
think they
boys.
wanted to set it apart from the other two because it came out so much later? Like
The tone's completely different too.
So maybe they wanted to kind of like, because when I was a kid, I actually had no idea that it was part of it. I saw the Army of Darkness ad in like a WWF magazine as a kid. And I didn't even know what Evil Dead was at the time.
Yeah, it's on the back of comics.
Yeah, so I didn't even
I
know
was
that.
old
They
enough
had anything to do with it.
I was old enough to be a little disappointed because I just absolutely loved Evil Dead 2, and then I went and I was like, "What the hell is this?" What does this
Completely
have to do
different
with-
movie, yeah.
I was so like unhappy in the theater, but I've grown to enjoy it. But
Yeah, that's a movie too that when I first saw it, you don't really know what to make out of it, and then like as time goes by, you just kind of grows on you more and more because it's a comedic film basically entirely.
Yep.
So yeah.
So we're set up to do some watch-alongs, guys. Do you want to change it up a little bit and take a look at the
I can't wait to see what this is.
Old Curly Jaws? It's
now
the
I have a
official.
prediction here. I watched this earlier today, and I think that this movie is going to do more to keep kids off of drugs than Nancy Reagan ever did.
So this is the official Green Band trailer of Amityville Old Curly Jaws. We're gonna get it queued up, boys, and give our live thoughts and opinions on this thing.
Amityville Old Curly Jaws.
I like that theme there.
I am the White Rabbit, and I got the magical weeds.
I love the upside
Here in
down.
Amityville, we smoke all the weeds. Here
Right,
on
I believe
Curly
that.
Jaws, smoke this mWo weed. You'll have the powers of Michael Myers, Bill Clinton, and the Kentucky KFC Colonel. Get the fuck out of my house before I send the fly babies.
Oh my god.
Oh hell, there's the fly babies.
Oh fuck.
They're coming at me. They're evolving. They're fly
That's Old Curly Jaws' house right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is his house. That little white house.
They're everywhere. The white rabbit.
coming right for him.
Them. And now they're gonna destroy Amityville. God damn it!
I love this
I
part.
gotta
Right
get the fuck out of Amityville.
Who's driving, Old Curly Jaws? You're getting in the passenger side.
My hand don't fucking want to work.
His hand doesn't work.
They're coming.
Hello, friend. Here in Amityville, we like weed, we like murderous ghosts, and we like Hungry Man TV dinners. And I'm gonna have a bite right now.
He's gonna have a bite right now, brother.
Salisbury steak with some chunky potatoes. That's how we like it in Amityville.
Chunky potatoes. I like those too.
And we also like double the meat in Amityville.
We're just watching this dude
We
eat.
like double the
Oh, there's two of them.
Is
This goes
it, you
out
might
there,
notice it's just a crown like turned upside down. on his
Yeah.
head.
That's my favorite part. Upside down cross crown. Just
Yeah.
like, it's great.
Hello,
Oh.
friend Mormo here. I'm on the set of Amityville Old Curly.
It's behind the scenes now.
It's turned into
Real
behind the
quick, I wanted
scenes.
to tell you about my income for life opportunities. Got a domain name, a website, email, custom email addresses, and it's a whole business opportunity that can get you residual monthly income.
He's Tony
It's
Robbins,
real
boss.
cheap. It's only $10 to start, and actually, there's a 7-day
Free trial.
free period where
Hell
you can
yeah.
get to know all the tools.
Jay, why are you doing this? Fund these
Well,
movies.
you know, he's in an
After
episode of
7 days,
Chester
it's
Graham.
$10 a month.
I forget which one
So
it
leave a
is, but
comment,
we
and I'll
we
drop a
have him
link
as
if you're
Mormo
interested
in
and wanna
Chester
know
Graham
more information.
Oh
in an
wow.
episode. I'll have to go back
We
and look
got a
it
special
over again. I
place
forget
in
which
hell,
episode it
old
was.
curly jaws, for you. Just like the Girl Scouts, you're going to hell. I'm going to summon the giant tomato monster
Girl
to
Scouts.
destroy Amityville. Who's gonna stop me? This little redhead chick? You're fucked.
Man, don't be telling me to get out, you ugly ass house, you grumpy motherfucker. Got no fucking rims on your house, go looking like it came out of 1842 looking ass.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And you
That
could be a producer of the film too.
Signed poster. Sick.
that
Wow.
was amazing.
What do you think? What do you think about that, Jay?
Ah,
What I
Quality?
think
or-
about it?
Yeah.
I don't know quite what to think about it. But like I say, yeah, but you know, as when I said because I didn't know old Curly Jaws. I don't guess I've seen, I've heard you guys talk about him, but I don't guess I've watched anything with him. I didn't know that was Mormo because I thought, hey, there's Mormo.
Yeah, they're working together.
He was in an early Chester Graham, one of his little films, kind of like that, you know, and we put him in Chester Graham. So yeah.
Let me tell you something though about old Curly Jaws, and people can say what they want to about him, make fun of him. He likes really shitty movies and everything. That's a funny motherfucker, and I've always thought that.
I've always liked him. Yeah.
There was one.
listen,
there was
that's
video.
infinitely quotable right there. Like I'm going to go around saying like I'm going to go to hell like the Girl Scouts all the time now.
But he's always had some sort of like pyramid scheme or something. You know, some way to earn
Making money quick.
He's always done that. He's always had
Mormo.
some way, you know, you do this, you click on this, you do this, and you can earn some money. You know, he's always done that. So,
I said Anthony Robbins. It was some other Tony guy that got in trouble for like these Ponzi schemes or something like that. I can't think of his name now. I'm thinking maybe Tony Little or something, maybe. I don't know.
but I didn't know all this time when you were talking about old Curly Jaws. I didn't know that was Mormo. Hey, it's Mormo. So it was a revelation to me.
No, there's two different guys. Mormo's in there.
Mormo's
He's cooperating with old Curly Jaws.
Well, I mean, but him. I'm talking about Curly Jaws. That
Right, right.
So I watched it and I thought, you know what, man? As somebody who has ideas and plans to make a movie someday, old Curly Jaws out there doing it, and I'm just sitting here doing nothing. So, God bless him.
He's an inspiration.
He is.
He's the inspiration to us all.
He's putting it out there.
He's got a Patreon as well, which, oh, Curly, you can put your link for the Patreon page. And for $10 a month, he will get any initials you want tattooed on him. That's his new gimmick. It has to be initials. If it was words, if we could do brief words, like I would maybe do that, oh, Curly Jaws, just to see if you would do it.
I think I'm spending $10 to get I.L.dix.
Oh,
So yeah. Oh, Amityville, oh, Curly Jaws is coming soon.
I was not ready for that in any way.
Thank you, Paul.
Now, is old Curly Jaws the only one who has a dead pit tattoo, or have other people sent in pictures of their dead pit?
He's it, I believe. I believe he's the only
I
guy.
think he
He's
is.
the only one I've seen.
You know who said they were going to get a dead pit tattoo but never did?
Oh,
Metal Man.
was it?
Metal Man. Yeah,
Okay, I was like, I've been drunk around you guys. I was like, I didn't
no.
promise anything, did I?
yeah, the big bearded pussy Metal Man.
He's the one that came out and attacked the other guy during the one show.
Yeah.
Yeah, wet
Yeah.
movie. And he
I
had
remember that.
sent, I wish I had had this ready, maybe for the next show. He'd sent the most bizarre video to Wet Movie And Wet Movie sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, I would be afraid." I'll just say that.
Oh my god!
And now we should watch it right now.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know where it's even at now at this point, but yeah, that was.
He's kind of been MIA since then, right? I haven't seen him. Much.
I haven't.
Well,
Yeah,
he got mad at us about something, which I don't understand why.
Oh, because you guys aren't giving him a cut of every time you sell a
no, it's
shirt.
the Pantera thing because he's a big Pantera fan.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "That's not Pantera, motherfucker. That's a fake Pantera." And let me tell you this, and I hope he's watching so he can hear this.
I'm sure he is.
Vinnie Paul, the drummer, was alive for many years after Dimebag passed away, and he would never have went on tour without Dimebag using the name Pantera. Now you're without two of them son of bitches, and they're going to call themselves Pantera. Those guys can go shit and fall back in it, boys.
But wait a minute. Wasn't it Zach Wild that's actually playing guitar with?
I don't
them,
even
though?
care. I'm just being honest. I mean, Zach was good friends with Dimebag, but still, they should not, like, they could do Pantera tribute or something like that. They should not be called Pantera.
Well,
about that Monday.
you know, there's a new Yes album coming out, and it's got one original member.
Yeah, that makes sense because
You know,
all the
John
rest of 'em are
Anderson.
dead.
John Anderson, who always did the vocals or did most of the vocals, he's not in it. I don't know what it, but it's a new Yes album.
is it Steve Howe? It's probably Steve
I
Howe.
think it's Steve Howe. I think
Yeah.
it is. But
I predict there's going to be reviews that just say no.
they got,
Yeah.
they got the song from the first single or whatever on YouTube. I actually like the song, but yeah, there's one member, and it's just I don't know, bassist, I think, or whatever Steve Howe was. It's the only
I was gonna say I saw where Styx is coming to Charleston, and I was like, how many guys are even in Styx still? Like, how many are just fill-in musicians?
I saw Foreigner last summer in Pikeville, and I was curious because I think that if you go on the website, they had one original member credited as being in Foreigner, but that guy still wasn't there. So it was all replacement guys. There was nobody from the original Foreigner band there. Jeff Pilson was there, who was in Dawkins back in the day. So it was cool to see him. He was the bassist, but yeah, I don't think they should have like an asterisk or something, because you remember when we saw Bad Company.
Tony Moran says Michael Myers.
Right. So you remember Bad Company at the Mountain Art Center, Uncle Bill, back probably 15,
That's
16 years
still
ago?
to this day the worst concert that I've ever been to. So yeah, I remember it. They had one guy that he wasn't the original singer, it wasn't Paul Rogers or anything like that. It was like the
Brian
third singer
Howell
or something like that.
Yeah.
And nobody else from the original band. And the guy that they had playing guitar had just joined the band like that day or something. And he didn't know any of the songs really and couldn't play any of the lead.
I was like, me and Uncle Bill could play guitar better than that fucking guy. He was like bending the hell out of
Now, here's a question. Like, all those guys are either like filling in for people who have died or filling in for people who are no longer with the band. But have you all ever seen a band that has replacement tour members while the real members just sit at home? Because I've seen that a couple of times, and I don't understand it. Yeah,
It's like a studio band and like a tour band.
Yeah, like
Okay.
there was this band, the Huntingtons, who I really liked when I was a teenager, and I can never forget. I saw them 3 times, and the last time I saw them was I went up to the merch table and I was like, "Where's the singer?" And one of the guys was like, "Oh, he stayed home this tour." Like, you could tell he was
He was
real mad
resting.
about it, and it was just some dude filling in singing, and I'm like,
That's
This band is
essentially
not
what
big
the
enough for
Beach
this.
Boys were, though. You know, I mean, Brian Wilson didn't tour. Those guys were out
Well,
there, like,
the
singing
whole
to the moms while he's in there, like, going, losing his mind.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he was doing, Rob.
Well, the funny thing about the Bad Company tour, though, is that guy got
Loses
sued
shit.
for that. Do you remember this, Uncle Bill?
Oh yeah,
Brian
because he
Howell,
was
yeah.
using the name and he didn't have rights to the damn name.
It didn't, like, he was touring as Bad Company. It wasn't Brian Howell's Bad Company or Bad Company featuring Brian Howell. It was just Bad Company. And me and Uncle Bill, like, I'm not the biggest Bad Company fan, but man, that's a pretty huge band back in the day. And I was like, holy shit. Like, even if it's going to be like the band with a new singer, I'm fine with that. Because I think Paul Rogers, the original singer, was like touring the Queen or something like that around that time. So we kind of knew it wasn't going to be him, but I didn't think it was going to be all like just random fucking guys.
It was, though.
Yeah.
I've seen that name thing before. I know Grim Reaper. I forget the lead singer's name, but when you see the advertisement for Grim Reaper Live, it's like the lead singer's name's Grim Reaper, and you're like, "Oh,
Stephen Grammett, man, how could you forget that?"
Yeah,
yeah. Well, I can't forget the face, but the name.
Did anybody hit that note that he does?
No,
I said.
I did get a first pressing of "See You in Hell," so
I did see that the Misfits are going to play in New York, and it actually is all the band members. I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, well, who's not here? And it's like, oh, it isn't.
Man. Okay, it's Danzig and Jerry. And then you have Doyle, who came in like, everybody loves Doyle, but he came in like later because he was Jerry's little brother, and they kicked out the other guy. and then they have I think it's isn't it the dude from Slayer drumming for him right now, Dave?
Dave Lombardo?
Yeah, I think he's the drummer. And so it's kind of like you got Danzig and you got Jerry and you got Doyle. I guess it's the original Misfits. I don't know. I'm not paying all that money for it. It's an insane amount of money.
Really? It's big money right now for
big money.
Wow.
Yeah. Because they've been spacing it out. They did a couple big festivals. I think they did Riot Fest. I know they did Vegas. Now they're spacing out into like Florida and New York and places like that. Then they'll have like Fear open up, which would be cool to see.
Yeah,
and then,
that'd be really cool.
While leaving still alive, he looks like a skeleton up there now.
Yeah.
And then they'll have like a bigger band. Like one night it's Alkaline Trio, one night it's AFI, and then one night it's Gaslight Anthem. Be like the second to them on the bill. And so they try to make it like, instead of a tour, just like special events in different states. But it's just a lot of money.
Yeah, we just watched that Clue documentary that Garrett recommended. And yeah, Lee Bing was... it was cool to see him, but yeah, he did look a little, I don't know, almost unhealthy. So.
Yeah, I love Fear, but he's getting up there.
He's still leaving in it though, like basically the way he was acting and everything. He did actually have a pretty good song though that came out that the Foo Fighters did with him. Your Wife's Calling.
Okay,
hear that one?
Was that on the Sound City soundtrack?
Yes, yeah.
That whole soundtrack's awesome.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Somebody's asking about what we think of Kiss because they're doing like another farewell tour right now, I think, right?
Listen,
Gene and Paul.
Listen,
really?
I've loved Kiss for, I don't know, 30 years now, something like that. But the bullshit that they do nowadays is just absolutely ridiculous. Like those guys, that's not Kiss. Everybody knows that's not Kiss. Like the fact that the guy was like a guitar tech for Ace Frehley, that Tommy Thayer or whatever that they're using now. And he basically just watched everything that he did and just copied it and went out there and is now like just playing all of his stuff. And it's just so, I don't know, something about it is just so kind of disrespectful. I just hate that version of Kiss.
How many different farewell tours have they had too?
I pretty much quit Kiss after Psycho Circus. What, I don't know. Good Lord, what year was that?
That was like
late 90s or something.
99. Yeah,
I think that's when I quit them. It's after that album. I actually got that album somewhere on CD, but
because I saw them on that reunion tour when they first did the big reunion. They came to Charleston. I saw them.
I did.
They came with Psycho Circus a couple years later. Then a couple years later, it was the farewell tour, and then they weren't saying farewell to nothing. That was like what, 2001.
Yeah. It was crazy. That was supposed to be, that was like 30 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Almost.
And rumor had it that it wasn't even the other two guys, was it Ace and
Peter.
Yeah, it wasn't even them. They were still telling everybody it was, but like I had a friend up really close, and he was afterwards like, oh man, that wasn't them. I could tell it wasn't them in their makeup.
So they are in makeup then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They have the same.
You said that, whether they tried to hide it and just put people in the makeup or what.
They had the same makeup and everything like that as the original guys. Yeah. So it's
I mean, they could pretty much, they could keep that going forever, pretty much, if they just threw new people in the makeup and shit.
The problem is they can't though, because Paul Stanley can't sing. Like he's completely lost his voice now. Gene can keep going out there and going, yeah, or whatever Gene does. But like, I mean, Paul Stanley was really one of the lead singer. He can't sing at all anymore. And so
I think Kiss was like one of the first bands too that did the crazy overpriced meet and greet at these concerts, like $1,500 or something like that for a meet and greet with Kiss, which is fucking like, I don't know. But I do have some packages, and I'm opening them while you guys are talking, because this will lead to a conversation. Right, this one will. Because I waited on this. I know what this one is. Now, there's a couple of random ones that people sent me. I don't even know who the hell sent them.
So this is the birthday present opening?
Yeah, kind of, but I know what this one is. Rob sent one that's in fucking Idaho right now or something, but I'll open it on a separate video. But there's a couple other ones here. I don't know who sent them, and nobody ever claimed them or anything. So I could be getting a butt plug or anything in one of these packages. We'll see.
You never know.
Fingers crossed.
This one right here is from Diabolic DVD. And I think you guys have already watched this thing.
Oh, yeah.
And wanted to talk about this one. But this is a beautiful edition here from Second Sight Films. Let's show it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Boom.
The Martin Collector's box set limited edition deal.
That's beautiful.
Nice. Does that have like a foily cover, or is it just reflecting?
Yeah, it's just reflective. There's not I'm not seeing any shiny red on it, although that would have made it pop even more. But it is still pretty sweet packaging there.
It's really cool.
But yeah, I mean, this is one that we were waiting on for years to come out, and it's in 4K. But evidently, according to Garrett and Uncle Bill, the transfer is not the best.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I read something that Radkins put up about like the film elements that they had for this movie were apparently like not very good at all, and they were 16 millimeter, and they had to go through this whole process about the way they restored it, and this was the best that it could possibly look. But that being said, yeah, I was disappointed, to say the least. I just didn't expect it to look like a fucking DVD. Like all this hype and all the, everybody going crazy about it, and this is the first time it's ever been released and stuff. And I swear, as I'm sitting here, that it looks like a DVD. It's just grainy. A lot of the colors are completely washed out. A lot of the scenes that are brightly lit, you can barely like see anything because like just the transfer is not able to like pick it up, I guess, like, or correct it.
I was looking on the back here too, and the aspect ratio, it's like filmed like 137:1. So that's like that's like a TV image, right? It's kind of a square image.
Yeah, I kind of go ahead.
I was just going to ask, like, what about the last DVD release of that? Do you think that looks better than this 4K?
Well, that's
I can tell a story about it because I have it right here. This is the one I have. I don't have the Anchor Bay. I don't know if you guys do, but so I watched this first, and then I think I messaged Wes and said something about like, I don't know if I was really happy with the transfer. And again, I didn't know like the Elements situation and where they got that from. I was just comparing it to, you take shit movies that Vinegar Syndrome gets their hands on, and you're like, how good elements could they have for those movies? And they make them look really, really nice. So I was expecting at least something along those lines, but it didn't look great. It was very grainy. It was dark. To me, I was like, geez, that DVD must have been god awful if this is the best they could do. Because I mean, I haven't watched this in many, many years. So I went back and I put it in, and I was like, nah, it doesn't look that much different. And then today I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch the documentary. I'm going to kind of go through the movie again just to kind of see, if I change my mind before we do the stream. So I'm watching it and I'm like, it still kind of looks crappy. Like it just not crappy, but it doesn't look like I thought it would look. And then I'm like getting ready to do the stream and I take the thing out of the player and I had this in there and I thought it was the 4K. Like that's how close. That's how close they kind of looked. Like I watched it and I'm like, I took it out. And I'm like, what the hell? This was in there the whole time. I just rewatched the DVD of this, and nothing against it. If that's all they could do, that's all they could do. It's fine. We're lucky to have it because there is a huge documentary on this, which is really cool.
Amazing.
So, I mean, there's a lot of positives here. I mean, the case is beautiful. I mean, I don't know if Wes is planning on unboxing it, but I mean, I can showcase it if he doesn't want to open it right now.
Yeah, it's whatever you
guys
want to
haven't
do.
seen. So I mean, obviously you
Was
got this big
Felcher
outer
involved in the
box.
doc or no? Does
I
anybody
don't
know was
think
Felcher
so.
involved with that or no? No.
I think it was all Second Sight people, right?
It was David Gregory, man. That's the guy who did the fucking documentary. When I saw that, I was like, ah, shit. I can't even like the documentary.
Hey, let me tell you something though, man. David Gregory, like as a person, I don't really like him, but anything that dude has ever made, aside from the one horror movie that he did, like documentaries and stuff, he was the guy that did The Shocking Truth, which is probably the best Texas Chainsaw Massacre documentary. So I'll give him a little bit of credit. I'm kind of looking forward to checking that out.
I mean, I'm not even kidding though. That documentary is probably worth the price of the whole damn thing. It's got several documentaries on it, but the main one is like over an hour long, and it's great. They go back to the town and everything where it was shot, and like walk through it and talk about everything, and talk to everybody that was involved with the movie that's still alive, basically. So I mean, it was
it's like a full feature long doc too. It's not like a short little thing.
Yeah.
You get your Blu-ray, your 4K, you get a soundtrack, you get this book, which is a nice looking book. I mean, it's got a good image on there. It's thick. It's got a ton of stuff in there.
It's like an actual book, not just pictures. It's
no, it's an actual book, and then it comes with like these, these cards, which are kind of like, they're not lobby cards, they're more like art cards, but there's some really cool drawings on there that someone did up. So
that's cool.
I mean, I think all in all, like the presentation is really cool. But I just think that when it comes to the picture I was expecting, I just feel like it just didn't live up to the hype that I was kind of hyping for, I guess.
You ever wanted to see Tom Savini and George Romero without facial hair?
Yeah.
These are the movies to check out. And honestly, though, like if some people out there have never seen Martin, go in with an open mind, because it's not. I think it's a movie that not everybody's really going to get or like.
Yeah,
for sure.
I love the movie, and that's when I mentioned how I really miss the early days of conventions where the crowd wasn't so huge and you could go and just kind of hang out with the guests. Because I just sat down with John Amplis, one day, and for like 30 minutes, I just sat at his table and just bullshitted with him, and just, he had just a few people come get autographs, but it was just. Could just hang out with him, I really miss those.
I had the pleasure of being able to do exactly that with Romero himself at Scarefest. Saturday was insane. You couldn't touch him. I'd given up. And then Sunday was absolutely dead. And Jeff came over and was like, "Hey, do you want to meet George Romero?" And I grabbed my print, did a portrait of him, ran over there, got it signed, and George was like, "Sit down." So I was like, "Oh, okay." My money box is over at my table, and I was like, "Fuck it. If I get ripped off, I get ripped off." And just sat. And
and I would occasionally, interview guests for you guys, Dead Pit, and like Dick Miller. Me and my sister and Dick Miller and his wife just sat at a table after that interview, and just like a good 15, 20 minutes, just sat there and just visited.
Awesome.
And or you go to Sid Haig and just bullshit with Sid, just talk with him. And, I really miss those days. Those days are long.
That's never.
You can't do that now at all. You can't even
that way anymore, unfortunately.
I have my Sid Haig story. I had him sign my Captain Spaulding, and I gave him like $100 bill, and he was supposed to give me back 50, and he didn't. And then he just changed the subject, and I kind of looked at him, and I was like, "This is really awkward," but hey, you're supposed to give me $50 back.
Yeah,
he
buddy.
gave me this look, and to this day, I was like, "Did I almost get scammed with Sid Haig?"
Did he have that?
You can't get
did he have his wallet on the table? His wallet on the table, like filled to the brim with cash. Did he have that? He was always known for that. He'd
I
just
think
leave
he
his
had
wallet.
a fanny pack when I met him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He used to open the wallet and just shove the money in there, and then close it and leave it on the table, and you just see like
man,
this big huge wallet.
He hawked all kinds of weird shit. He had like Captain Spaulding panties and shit he was selling at his table. Oh yeah, but Dirk is asking about the scan for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. From what I have heard, the Second Sight one, which is supposed to come out I think in April,
Mm-hmm.
is a different scan.
Hmm.
I've been told by somebody kind of in the know that it's supposed to be the superior scan and everything, but we will see.
I don't have any hope now for sure. I don't.
I'm told it's definitely a different scan though, for sure. So, I did have a mystery package to open. You guys want to? I'm pretty sure I know this one's safe because this is a movie. As long as it's nothing X-rated or anything, I think we're good. This is how Amazon sends their fucking Blu-rays, by the way.
Yeah, they send their books. They just throw the book in a giant box so it gets to bang around as much as humanly possible.
That's fine. That's how they.
I'm gonna see if there's a note in this at all. Okay, this is actually from somebody I used to work with. That I guess are they a fan of the show? Olivia, I won't mention her last name. Sent the
Olivia Wilde.
Sweet, yeah. This is a shocker here. So I don't know if she's watching, but Dark Glasses.
Oh, there you go.
Dario Argento movie. Ooh. Olivia, that is very cool. Yeah, she actually we worked together up until about 6 months ago, and I think she just quit. But I didn't run her off, though, evidently.
I'll bet you did.
No, she got me a birthday gift.
She said, here you go.
Very cool.
You
very
like Argento? Here you go.
Well, I had a wish list, and she evidently saw it. So. Yeah, cool. I'll get to check this out. So, yeah. Awesome.
Well, have you already talked about that, Wes? I mean, what's kind of like the top things that you got for your birthday? You know, the top. You know.
Well, my wife just got me clothes, so that's all.
That's all you need.
Yeah, I mean, I got work clothes, and I got a leather messenger bag, and that's about it, really. I didn't get anything like horror related. She doesn't know what to get me since I've got almost everything movie wise, and she says, I was like, get me the Silence 4K or whatever. And she's like, you have enough movies. I ain't getting you any movies.
She's like, no, I ain't getting you nothing you want. Fuck you.
Y'all
She got
getting
him a dentist appointment for his birthday, too.
I did.
Yeah.
I had a dentist appointment on my birthday. So, but awesome. I did not expect, I had no idea who it was from. So, yeah, appreciate it, Olivia.
It's funny you put up that wish list, and I was planning on buying you those Halloween 3 what are they, cartoons, and then you put them on the list publicly, so I couldn't get them because I was like, someone else is going to send these to him. So you almost had them, but
he could just give them to me. That'd be fine.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, but we've got 119 people in here checking this out live, so that's pretty cool. So thumbs up the video and everything. And this is kind of a test thing, too, because, you know, we can do the birthday streams for a bunch of people. Uncle Bill's got a birthday coming up. Garrett, I think, is the next one with a birthday, though, right? Isn't yours in a month or two?
Next week.
Next week?
Wow.
Next week.
Yeah. Next week.
Shit. I didn't remember it being
Happy
that close
birthday.
to mine, but yeah, happy early birthday, sir. How young are you going to be? 28, 27?
A year younger than you, so you're 29, 28.
Hell yeah.
And
Do you remember the days, Uncle Bill, though? We're getting old, but do you remember the glory days here in Eastern Kentucky? There was a
No.
renegade,
But go ahead.
a renegade wrestling promotion known as Bluegrass Championship Wrestling. There's actually one video that
I
we
definitely
did
remember that. Yeah.
on Bluegrass Championship Wrestling, and it's defunct now. I think COVID, it was a casualty of COVID, unfortunately. But yeah, some great times going to the Painful Rec Center, Bulls.
Real quick, let me ask you this: is Bluegrass Wrestling the stuff that in the Into the Pit movie they show you guys heckling the wrestlers when you were little kids?
That's it. Yeah.
That is.
I can't remember. I've seen that documentary once, so I don't even know.
Yeah, there's footage of you in particular, just yelling at like the jobbers.
Hey, you son of a bitch! Fuck you!
That's so stupid, dude, because that guy's like 6'9", and here I am, like, he's just like, fucking kill me.
I remember Uncle Bill, like, this was years and years before Dead Pit, of course.
Oh, God.
And some of the shit that he would say just fucking cracked me up because I'm like, God damn, well, that guy's 3 times bigger than you. And he would say, come on, yo, motherfucker. You big dumb piece of shit.
I did tell the guy to go get me some what was it? Pork rinds.
Go get me some pork rinds.
Oh God.
We need to put that whole thing up if we
How he didn't kill me, I still don't know.
Who recorded you doing that?
It was me. I was the
you're the cameraman.
That was kind of our thing.
Did you all have a fake ass Doink the Clown? Because whatever promotion we had around here always had a Doink the Clown that totally wasn't real.
No, but there was a dude that was named Coco Beware. No, not Coco Beware.
Coco Warrior.
Coco Warrior, yeah. So, he was like, he was kind of like the Marty Jannetty kind of guy, like the high flyer kind of, rocker memory.
Well, that's funny that you say that, Foz, because I used to do independence for a couple of years, and I wrestled a fake Doink. There was always a fake Doink around here.
And I've heard that because I remember the one from whenever I was younger, and then people's like, "Oh yeah, there's always a fake Doink somewhere."
There's a fake Max Moon too. I've seen pictures.
Oh God, why would there be? Nobody knows who the hell that is.
He's got the costume though.
So Garrett, who won? You or Doink?
Doink won.
Oh.
Damn.
So I did find though, in the deep in the caverns of the dark web internet, some old promos of some classic BCW superstars. And there's just 3 of them I got on here. I don't want to burn anybody out, but I picked what I thought was a couple of the better ones. And the first one that I've got is the legendary Matt Rayburn, who was making his BCW debut on July the 4th.
Yep.
4th of July, 4th on the 4th. David Runyon, Mr. Old School. Come holler at your boy and meet Mr. New School.
Holla at your boy.
Be there.
New School.
What is this? Is the best part. She's fucking eating tater salad balls. They forgot to turn the camera off. That was why I included that one.
It's probably them recording over her birthday video.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. She's eating cake.
I just thought she was eating tater salad. That would have made it even better.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Some great memories there for sure. And they had a killer women's division in BCW, Uncle Bill. Do you remember any of the ladies of
I don't remember that at all, like, honestly.
Well, the first one up here is Violet Rain. She's probably one of the sexiest women in all of Eastern Kentucky. And they're hopping up BCW there. Look at that
sick logo. That's sick. Whoa.
Last time we met, you got real sneaky and had Miss Ashley distract the referee so you could cheat your way into keeping that title. Well, Bluegrass Championship Wrestling, I'm coming back. This is Violet Rain telling you October 3rd, the Painesville Rec Center, the Apple Grapple. I'm coming for the Ladies Championship. Michelle Myers is just going to be another dirt mark on the canvas. And here's the new Ladies Champ.
The goddamn apple grapple.
Apple grapple.
Apple grapple.
Did you see that?
Did she cut that promo in the lobby of a Chuck E. Cheese? What was going on there?
Did you see like the it was telling you about the match? It was like 2 sexy ladies or whatever it said like on it.
Yeah,
let's go back to that. Hang on.
Like you can't even like
charisma. Too much charisma for that building.
Let's see. Let's get to the apple grapple.
2 hot ladies, 2 sexy managers, 1 belt. I don't think. Wow.
I don't think the Painful Rec Center can hold this one.
No.
The Big Apple Grapple, October the 3rd. BCW.
Sick.
Don't miss it. That's some Eastern Kentucky independent wrestling, Garrett. You should have went down.
Is that around anymore? Or is it long gone?
I think it's still around, isn't it?
No, I don't think they've done anything after the COVID kind of. I don't think they've done a thing after that. Unfortunately, there was the Apple Grapple ended that cold October night. But I think the opponent she was talking about is in this next one, and this is the last one, guys, because I didn't want to burn you all out on these.
I don't think you could.
But there's not that many, unfortunately. I was hoping there was more. This group is the Boom Factor. It's a women's stable. We'll see what they've got to say. Uncle Bill, you excited?
Foz could sing their theme song, I think.
Look here, boss.
It's the Boom Factor.
Hey, camera person. Hey, faces up here. I know we got a lot of assets everybody wants to look at. They're gonna have to wait. Well, until October 3rd. It's October 3rd. Pail Kids Center.
Apple Shiny.
Apple Fruiter. Apple Run. Apple Festival.
Apple Splatters.
Apple Grapper. Apple Grapple. That's it. Yeah.
Why is there a tarp behind them?
Violet Rain. And she wants to spell.
That one girl's chest is like an 8-year-old boy's.
That belt's made out of sheep metal.
Poor thing, she's still crying about it. But anyhow,
They must have shot this one at Chuck E. Cheese too.
we're gonna throw some glitter on it and make it green. We might party naked in it. Who knows? Because that's how we do it.
We're gonna party naked, boys.
BCW
Watch out.
Boom Factor. And all I'm gonna say, Violet Rain, this belt is coming back with us. Oh man. Boom.
Boom.
The Apple Grapple.
Holy shit.
2 hot ladies.
You ready for the Boom Factor?
2 sexy managers.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm 57, and I long time ago gave up any right to be picky. I found all those ladies to be quite attractive. Actually,
there you go.
All wonderful, Jay.
Great wrestlers too.
I wish this was the Apple Festival.
What was the old saying? I wouldn't kick them out of bed for eating crackers.
We're gonna have to talk to you, Jay. You need to get you a Plenty of Fish account. Post all those photos.
You got to rid yourself of those impure thoughts, or you're going to go to hell with the Girl Scouts, buddy.
I got a scene in my movie where I've got basically a serial killer who meets the father of the daughter that he killed. And I want him, when he's talking to him, to be gesturing with a knife. And so I got this knife at Amazon. I like the curve of the blade. I think it's kind of cool. So
it's a good knife.
Looks like it's got an eyeball too. Looks like a bird or something.
Thing to hold, it.
Looks like a raven.
So, and he'll be sort of gesturing with it, picking his fingernails or something like that as he's talking, So. Yeah.
Baby, let me tell you something down at the Painfield Rec Center, Daddy. The Big Apple Grapple, if you will.
Can you buy apple butter there?
Probably.
Yeah, they have apple. They had the last time I ever remember going to the Apple Festival. They had like these the world's largest horse, Uncle Bill. You remember they used to have
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What?
Nothing.
The world's largest horse, which was
horse.
I don't know what.
Correct.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So as soon as I went in there, the world's largest horse took the world's largest shit right in front of me, and I was just fucking like, I wish I had a smartphone back then. It was fucking amazing. Like that's the biggest turd I've ever seen.
And he sat through Halloween Ends.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. But
what's an Apple Festival? It's just a festival that really doesn't have any apples.
Come true.
Yeah.
What's this?
Do some commentary on the women's matches, JR. Well, there was no women's match. If there was, I would have played it on here. But yeah, there's no.
So they don't have the Apple Grapple footage anywhere?
No. They did have a match from Man Toyota, which is a car dealership. It's inside a car dealership.
Inside?
Yes, but it's like
like, yeah, we'll move the cars. You can put the ring right here. Like, okay.
There's a couple of BCW matches on YouTube. There's one that's a battle royal, but it's not outside and you can't see shit hardly. So there wasn't really a point in putting it on here. But maybe we'll do some more BCW stuff down the line. But
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Garrett, I've played a lot more weird places than a car dealership, my friend. Around here, you just got to go where you got to go.
Are you from Kentucky as well?
The weirdest place.
I'm about 30 to an hour from where they are. I'm on the West Virginia side.
What's the weirdest gig you've played?
Let's see. I've played everything from like basically a Chuck E. Cheese, like a pizza place where people's eating pizza around you while you're doing that. I've played every type of bar from cowboy bars to gay bars to literally every type of bar that you could play. I've been at. I've played bigger festivals. I've played the literal shacks. There we go. The strangest one was a Halloween some year. My band played, it was like 2 in one day. We played a festival up around Charleston area, to a few hundred people. It was a good show. And then we got booked that night at a house show, and we drove up to the middle of nowhere, and then drove more up to the middle of nowhere, and then got led out to a field where there's a big bonfire, and you think like you're going to get sacrificed to Satan or something. And then there's like an old woodshed in there that everybody piled in. And
that sounds like the last Jeepers Creepers movie, man.
It pretty much was. And then we set up in there and played, and about 50 people all packed in this like woodshed. It was the craziest place.
Crater used to tell me like he would book like these shows, these concerts in like rooms.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You would a lot of
that.
times get old schools, and instead like you'd aim for the gym, but whenever the roof had caved in or whatever, you would settle for a classroom. And then if you were then if someone didn't show up to let you in the classroom and you didn't want to break an entering, you would do it in the hallway.
That is funny you say that, because in like the mid to late 90s, I was like really heavy into like kind of like the punkish hardcore scene around my area. And I can remember going to shows in like preschools, like inside preschools. And I always think back and I'm like, how did that ever get clearance? Like this preschool's like, yeah, we'll have a hardcore metal band in here on the weekends. And you got, because I can remember literally like stuffed animals and shit like all over the floor and like all this stuff. And it's just wild to think now, like, how the hell did that even work? And, obviously I remember it being in Boston and seeing these punk bands in like a church as well. They did like a lot in churches and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I've played in churches.
It's just crazy to think like those areas.
Punk rock in church, folks.
Yeah.
I saw Trenchmouth and Fugazi in a church in Toledo.
That's amazing.
Back in the 90s. It was a great show, but yeah.
I got to see Fugazi on their last tour.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
funny. I've played some weird places, man.
Well, like you said, you kind of have to, because there's not a lot of, bars and dives and stuff like that you can play that actually allows live music that's not, Southern rock and country and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, you were asking how you got into churches. One band said, hey, we're a Christian punk band or a Christian metal band, when they totally weren't. And then we'll book the show, and then they'll just book like regular bands. And then so we all just show up,
That's
the one
funny.
dude has to like hide his Slayer shirt.
Yeah, that's so funny. People like jumping off balconies and shit.
I did miss this $1 super chat from Horror Cash, so definitely wanted to give you a shout out. Thank you, sir. I have one more package to open, guys. So I want to go ahead and do that. But you guys continue on.
You better let Dana in. What you better
is Dana down there?
Yeah, she's down there.
Where in the hell you been, Dana?
Sorry about that. I had forgotten that I was doing Tales from the Dark Side stream with TJ tonight when I told CK that I would be in here. So better late than never, right?
Look, buddy,
Hey,
you could have
Dana.
told TJ you could do this some other night. You had to be on here with us.
Wow, is it TJ's birthday? Just asking.
No,
Because it is Wes's birthday. You know.
No, it is not TJ's birthday, as far as I know.
TJ,
the only thing Wes wanted for his birthday was some punctuality, Dana.
Oh no, I disappointed him.
Now you're gonna do to make up for it is I want you to run and jump on Steve and wake him up right now.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yeah, just do it. Do a fucking crossbody on Steve in the bed.
Dana might be dead after that if I did that. So
just yell big splash and then just do it.
Go there and fucking Hogan leg drop him like right in the back of the head.
So I have my second package here, and this one is from J7 Flesher, who I think is still in the chat.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Happy 29th birthday, Wes. Hope you have an awesome day. From John Flesher. So I guess you don't mind me mentioning his name. Appreciate it, sir. And it's a record of some sort, either that or a calendar. Let's see.
I hope it's a calendar.
It's a calendar with cute kitty cats on it or something.
Dude, John's gonna kill a collection, so if it's anything from his collection, he's got some crazy stuff.
Well, this was directly from Amazon.
All right.
Yeah, he's in here, man.
I see.
All right, dude. Oh yeah. I think this was the only record that was actually on the want list that I had. And oddly enough, I did not have this. Let me get the microphone here. It is the Madman soundtrack.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, you can't really see that too well, but one of my favorite slasher scores of all time. And it's way better than The Burning, I think. Dana, it is.
I can't say it. I can't say that.
Better
No,
final
but
exam too, Dana.
John, man, I appreciate it. That was very cool, and I cannot wait to give this thing a spin. This is going to be exciting. I'm going to listen to the TP's love song first, I think.
Does it got the little like sing along song on that or no?
Yeah, I think it has it all on there. It's kind of dark. The legend lives, beware Madman Mars. So that sounds like that's that.
You're talking about calendars with kitty cats?
You know what I'm talking about, Jay.
I did not see that coming, Jay.
Yep.
Well, everybody needs a kitty cat. Kittens are the cutest fucking things. And I mean, they really are. I think of all the animals, like kittens are probably the cutest.
And Uncle Bill, I'm watching the X-Files from the beginning on Hulu, and I'm up to what was the episode with the fire starter guy? What was that episode called?
Oh, Lord. Fire, I think.
Terrible with the titles.
But anyway, that's what I'm up to.
too.
But I'm watching them in order, watching them from the beginning, started from the beginning. So
They had one called Ice in the first season that was just a thing rip off.
Basically
And
the
then they
thing.
had one called Fire. Yeah.
It's basically the thing.
Yeah.
And I really like the one with the like genetically engineered kids, the two twin girls.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
Eve, I think.
Eve, yeah.
Dana, did you pick this one up, Martin? The 4K? I think I saw you post.
Yeah, I did. I haven't gotten a chance to watch the movie yet, though.
So Garrett and Aaron both are kind of shitting on the transfer quite a bit. The overall package, thumbs up, but the transfer is kind of on par with the DVD, is what they're saying.
Okay. I'll be prepared for that then.
And it's an interesting conversation too, because I think like there's some movies that companies, and Vinegar Syndrome does this a lot, they kind of milk and use the 4K to charge more money. When most of these lower budget movies, there's not going to be a difference in 4K to Blu-ray. You think that that's more of a thing that these companies are doing?
Yeah, I actually heard an interview with somebody from a company that said that a lot of these companies are just throwing the 4K on there just to have it, and it's not even really scanned the right way or anything like that.
I could believe that. I'd like to talk to Don May Jr. about it whenever he gets like over, what's going on with him and whatnot, just to hear because that's going on now because everything's gone to 4K, and a lot of these movies don't look like 4K at all.
Well, one thing, I mean, people, they talk shit about the Synapse when it comes to, oh, we're not doing a standard edition at this time or whatever. And then 3 months later, here's the standard edition. But at least, like, most of the time, they're still doing Blu-rays. They're not putting a lot of these out in 4K because I don't think it's needed, man. I really don't.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's the thing. I still haven't got a 4K player. I've got a 4K TV, but I haven't got a 4K Blu-ray player. Because I mean, I'm half blind, and the one that I can see out of is kind of half blurry anyway. So I don't think 4K would make a huge difference to me.
No,
just visually.
I haven't started it either. I've got a PlayStation 5, and I mostly watch stuff on my projector, and that's only 1080p. So I don't know. I was tempted by Martin, but I'm kind of glad after hearing that
I didn't even have
that.
It on
Wouldn't
DVD,
be the
so
that would be the one.
I didn't own that movie at all, so I had to get it. But what about you, Foz? What format are you? Are you still doing the Blu-ray thing?
I'm still on Blu-ray. I need to upgrade to 4K, but I will say this: I got my glasses 2 days ago. Now everything's in HD.
That's awesome. I love that feeling.
So everything looks upgraded now. No, my hope is to get a 4K TV by the end of the year and a player. Now I've already got like a collection of 4K because like something like was it Sidekicks in 4K whenever they released it.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'll buy something like that, and so that you start getting all these 4Ks, but you're still just watching the Blu-rays. But it's okay. That's always the best steelbooks now. Anytime you look at Best Buy or whatever, you want the coolest looking one. So
yeah.
Well, maybe this is a question that Uncle Bill can answer. In watching the X-Files, all of them are widescreen, and they look really crisp and clear and really good.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, were they filmed in widescreen and just shown in the 4x3 format, or because
I think they were shot on 35 millimeter, but when they originally were, I don't know how the later seasons went, but I know early it was.
After
it may not be this way with X-Files, but I think I remember Felcher saying that a lot of TV shows that are shot on 35 millimeter are shot on something called open matte, which is like just a bigger, I think it's square picture, right? And then they'll go in and crop it however they need to crop it. But I don't know if X-Files was shot that way.
Seasons 1 through 7 were all shot, and they looked like every one of them looked like a movie. Like it looked like the production value was insane. Then seasons like 8 through 11 all look like just CSI episodes. They look completely different and just really, really bad. So I can't speak to exactly how they were filmed. I just know something major changed after season 7.
We got a request here from Jackson Jack. One of you should play some songs on a guitar. Well, I don't have a guitar near
I'll do
me.
it. I don't know how to play guitar, but I'm volunteering.
Dana's got a guitar.
I also don't have a guitar.
She's got a
Dana,
ukulele.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
You should play the KFC, like the AC/DC KFC song, because I'm always telling Kelly about it, but I'm too lazy to look it up on Patreon. So
I'm not even sure how that one goes anymore.
What's the AC/DC Dynamite? But
KFC.
KFC, yeah.
What the hell did I do?
Some shit like that. I don't know.
That was it.
I do remember this one though.
It's TNT. KFC is.
This is Garrett's favorite song. He requested that I do this one earlier. So.
Oh baby.
Tonight you can go fuck yourself, no one else. Tonight you can go fuck yourself, no one else. David Gregory, go fuck yourself. Fangoria, go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Scream Factory, go fuck yourself. Everybody can go fuck yourself. 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 Yeah, fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Tonight.
I didn't know there's so much musical talent on this stream tonight. It's wild.
So there you go, boys.
Wow, I've
That's
never seen a
Dead Pit
stream
classic,
before
boys.
with like intermission, like musical acts and stuff. This is great.
It's like a variety show. Fucking Jerry Lewis.
The original song. Now, people that don't know, well, in between segments, because we recorded the Dead Pit show back in the day, like usually on Thursday nights we would record it. In between segments, there's a guitar laying around. We would fuck around and we'd come up with something stupid as hell like that and record it, and it's up on Patreon for everyone to see. And there's a breakdown after that. Do you remember the breakdown part?
No.
It's like a Black Sabbath breakdown almost. It changes pace or whatever. It's like, tonight you're gonna go and fuck yourself.
Yeah. Hold on though. Jackson Jack says his favorite's Ouija board. You ready for this shit?
Oh yeah.
I do remember this. Hold on. If I can get the right chord. Let's see. I just remember the chorus though. Hold on. Don't go messing with the Ouija board. You hear voices from the Dark Lord, and the things he says you may not want to hear. You don't want to hear them. Don't go messing with the Ouija board. You hear spirits from the Dark Lord, and the things they say you may not want to hear. You don't fucking want to hear them tonight.
Yeah.
So metal.
Some Hell Lord classics right there.
Oh yeah. I need to do a rap remix of "Gonna Get Wet" for you all.
Make that like the chorus part. Gonna get wet.
Just add some verses in there. It'd be great.
Yeah,
that's so funny. What
One
about
last-
Dancing with the Corpse? You know that one offhand? Oh baby.
Now I don't know what makes me do the things that I do. I'm digging your relatives up by the light of the moon. All I know is that they come alive every night. When we kick up our heels and we shuffle and jive. Woo. I know what you must be thinking. Those bitches must really be stinking. But hey man, there's lots of things worse than dancing with a corpse. I'm dancing with a corpse. Oh, I must be going insane, but I'm dancing with a corpse. Just like old Ed Gein, and I'm dancing with a corpse. Well, I must be losing my mind, but I'm dancing with a corpse. The smell of formaldehyde, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The end of it, didn't the end of it go, dancing with a corpse?
Dude, That's so sick. That's legit better than a ton of horror punk bands I've seen in my time. Like, I could book that right now.
It's great that you remember it all too so well.
Dude, we used to play these. We played these songs on. We had like a 3-hour straight set build up of these songs that we played them almost every week for a while there. So there's no forgetting that shit.
That's true. Like we play these songs so many times, they're like burned into my memory forever.
Well, I want a Hell Lord show. Dagnabbit.
Yeah, I wish there was a way you could do music like together.
We got these damn interfaces now, though. Isn't there a way to be able to like plug into them? You can play.
The only way we could do it is if we recorded it separately and then mixed it together somehow. I think
people do that a lot, but when the pandemic first hit, I saw a lot of like streams of people playing music.
Yeah, we may need to look into that. I was always
wondering how the delay worked, but it worked well.
The Patreon, the Dead Pit on Patreon.com has all of the Hell Lord MP3s that we have right now. There's cassettes that we've got, probably 40 cassette tapes that we have not went through. At some point in time, I may go through those and put those up too, but that's going to take a little bit more work. But yeah, Dancing with the Corpse is on there for sure.
That's awesome. I always liked, what was that one? Eat a Bowl of Fuck.
Yeah, I can't remember.
That was always my favorite.
We're here to party. Oh shit!
This will be great.
Bushwhacker.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to look the lyrics up to that song. Whoa! Let's see. Boy, Cracker, we got to hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if they'll make it or not, boy, Cracky. That's the right song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got each other. And yeah.
That's a lot for discs. Suck on Mike.
Poor old David Gregory.
We give David Gregory a hard time, but he totally deserves it.
That's true.
I do have another watch along. It's kind of a flashback, Uncle Bill. This is a total surprise. Nobody knows that I'm putting this up. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but this was a birthday gift, and this will be the last watch along thing that we've got. This is a birthday gift that Uncle Bill gave me back in 2008, and we filmed a video on it. Does anybody know what it is?
This is okay for YouTube?
I think I remember. I think I know what this is.
It's okay for YouTube. The video quality is so fucking horrible. It's not going. Nobody can really see it.
I think I know what this is.
This was a gift that kept on giving for many years, and I thank Uncle Bill.
I know what this is. I know what this is.
Let's go back to 2008 in Prestonsburg, Kentucky.
It's a couple days after CK's birthday, but because of some packaging and shipping issues, this just arrived today. So I'm going to present CK with his birthday gift. We'll see if anybody can figure out what this is.
I don't think Uncle Bill knows what it is.
Hey, stupid! It is your birthday! Well, not really, but it's your birthday present.
Where the fuck you in?
I'm sorry, I was a little bit late. I want you to get a chance to open your birthday present, though, Bubby.
Oh my God, I know what this is.
I'm sure this might be memorable.
Oh, I know what this is.
This was another one that was buried deep in the catacombs of the dark web.
It's something awesome. What do you know? I got a knife.
Hope you got me the What's Happening box set.
No, I got you 227 Ultimate Collector's Edition.
15 years ago, guys. 15 years ago.
Yeah. I think you probably really liked it.
Open at the table.
Oh, we're going to April Fool's Day. That's cool. Is that for me too?
Yeah.
And wipe my asshole with ass.
You get to watch that. Look at that. Oh. Over here, look here. Here's P2.
P2. Judgment pea.
Let's see what's in this. But
Pink and flashy.
It's pink and flashy.
Yep.
Oh my God! It's a fucking. Oh, let's get this off of here. Oh, I think I know what it is. Look at it. It's my very own flashlight.
It's goddamn fuck.
I don't think I realized it was the butt before.
Look how you got your
Amazing.
flashlight. Here's what you do, folks. You want to know how to use a flashlight?
Oh God.
It's real sound effects too.
Oh, we're banging the shit out of this over light. Here's what you do.
Did you say you're gonna be banging the shit out of this later?
Warm, just like real fast. Oh. You dip it down in here.
Oh, shit.
Oh, make sure it's down in nice and tight.
Watch out now.
I'm not even sure if YouTube will allow this. But you're supposed to do it good. Awesome. It's the best present ever. I just hope this isn't a used one.
Yeah, I tried it out before I gave it to you.
Oh, God, that's shit.
So there you go, boys. There's
It's the butt one, too. It's like the...
yeah. See, it's got real butt-like effect.
Butt-like effects.
So there's CK's birthday present.
Amazing.
That's the gift that keeps.
Flashlight, the pure butt edition.
The gift that keeps on giving.
It's gonna keep on giving.
Yeah, right.
That was an expensive present back in the day too.
That was sort of a big deal.
It was before people had jobs.
That was yeah. Flashlights were kind of new then too.
Yeah, you guys had talked about them all the time on the show.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what is this thing? I had to look it up. I was sitting at my desk at work and I was like, whoa.
We did a flashlight song too. The flashlight song is up on Patreon as well. But yeah. I just searched for birthday on the Dead Pit videos and that was one that popped up and I was like, oh my God. I've got to use that.
Yeah, Garrett's completely speechless on that one.
Garrett is just glad this isn't a multi-stream.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if tomorrow, if you say our account's down. I'm just
Well, I just figure the video quality is so freaking bad, you can't really even tell what it is. So.
I thought Steve was sleeping. He's in the chat. I'll put his phone in.
That's Steve Peekaboo.
I'm gonna have to peek in the bedroom and see if he's awake. And catch him.
He's hiding in the IT closet, Dana. Yeah, but is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about on here? I mean, we're trying to, I guess we're close to the 2-hour mark and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, Bubsy, I wanted to say, look at this. I'm real disappointed that your package isn't there because I sent that out with plenty of time. But when you get this thing, I don't know where it's going next. But so far, it's been here in Wayne, went to Detroit, Indianapolis, Charleston, West Virginia,
It's close.
Belfry, Kentucky. Now it's in Boise, Idaho. So who knows where, man? This thing is really well traveled back.
Belfry's real close.
Yeah,
it went to Prestonsburg.
It was
though.
in
It was
Prestonsburg
there.
briefly, yeah.
It's it's on like a world tour right now.
Yep. And when I called the nice lady at Belfry yesterday, she's like, "Oh, it should be there tomorrow." And then I got this notice on my phone. I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, fine." What? Boise, Idaho? That's like the wrong direction.
To be fair, these were early model fleshlights, so I don't think it had detailed butthole mold. It was just like a little small hole. It was a smaller hole than the vaginal fleshlight.
I like Dana down there just like.
Yep.
What, Dane?
Yeah.
The only person
No.
more uncomfortable than Garrett with this conversation.
Dane on solo.
Dana.
there.
No, God, no.
When I discovered
So
fleshlights,
anyway,
I stopped
fleshlight.
taking my ex-wife to conventions after that point. I was like, she doesn't need to come.
But guys, hey,
and I
it's
have
been
bed pit to hold for that. So thank you very much for introducing me to the fleshlight.
Jay, did you know about the fleshlight?
Well, when you said that you were going to post a birthday present video, and you talked about how old it was, I knew exactly what it was.
You knew right away.
That's why I asked if it was okay for you to.
Yeah, I remember that clearly, and I remember asking you, but I forget what the answer was. So how was it? I remember
How much were they?
Having what was it? What was it? AOL Messenger, AIM?
Probably, yeah.
I think that's what I would talk to you every now and then. I'd talk to you back then, and I said, so give me a review. But I remember that very clearly.
You warm that water up, boys, and stick that fleshlight in it, and it's as good as real. Jay.
Oh goodness!
But yeah, the AOL thing. I think that's where the first time I used the Creepy Kentuckian name was on AOL, probably back in the late '90s.
That's how I used to talk to you, and back when promoting Dawn and all that. That's how I talked to all the actors. I talked to them on AIM. It's called AIM back then.
Yeah, it doesn't even exist anymore.
They did away with it just like a few years ago.
Yeah, it lasted up until probably about 3 or 4 years ago, I think. So, Dana, though, we need to plug your channel because everybody else plugged their shit. You do these. You need to come up with a gimmick because it's daily streams, pretty much. Like Dana's daily something.
Except this week. Except this week, I kind of took a couple of days off, so I'm slipping a little bit. But I think I'm gonna get back to doing like daily stuff starting next week because I'm guessing Uncle Bill's still gonna be on that Twin Peaks stream with me.
Oh yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I think TJ might join us on it. I don't know if he's just going to be in the chat or he actually wants to come in live. So we might have more.
Definitely be there for the chat. I'm a huge Lynch fan, big Twin Peaks.
I didn't even know Uncle Bill liked that shit.
What, David Lynch?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that show was kind of the precursor to the X-Files in a lot of ways. So, yeah.
And Duchovny was actually even on it. That was
yeah.
Cool. So it's Evil Dead Chick on the YouTube. And check
I think Dana should go for the world record. I don't know what the record for the most days streamed is, but you should really go for
My
it.
favorite part is like Dana just talking about Steve and talking about how big of an asshole he is all the time.
Do I do that?
Yeah, you do, Dana.
I get a kick out of that. I mean,
we all enjoy it.
Just kind of talking about, shit that's going on at work and how Steve got mad at you for ordering a Blizzard or whatever the hell it was.
Are you the one that he's hollering to shut up? In there?
No, that's the dogs. No, what he did to me was pulled me away from a watch along I was doing to fuss at me for buying some food. And I am not kidding. I mean, Rob was there. He was in that string.
You know what I found, and I wish I had it here with me, but I've got it in the old storage building. But it's like a little magazine that you put out, and it's in like a plastic slip cover.
Blood type.
The
blood type.
Yeah,
magazine.
yeah.
I still have mine too.
Yeah, and I found that. I still got that. It's still in real good shape. Yeah. I've got a copy of that. And I think it's the one you reviewed Dawn in it. You've got a little write up of Dawn, and but it's in a plastic. It's real nicely done.
Yeah, I wish that I had the time and the resources to keep doing that because it was a lot of fun. I like doing it and I like putting it out, and I really like doing it for free, but then it just got
Well, I
It
can
got
just
so
imagine
expensive.
what that would have cost just to ship all them out and to make those. But it was really nicely done. I need to find that and bring that over to the house.
Yeah, I've still got mine, and I think it's under the bed in there where I've got a bunch of stuff. I think I've still got
Next
2
to
or
his
3 of mine.
flashlight.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
No, and then didn't you for a while you tried going digital and just PDFs, stop printing it?
Yeah, and
got a
I
couple
I
ones that-
think there's a picture of Rob somewhere. He probably has it of it on his iPad. Actually,
Exactly. Recreating it. I just stumbled upon that picture the other day, actually. I should send it to you.
But guys, hey, it's been fun. I mean, I know it's kind of a work night for everybody and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, this has been great. Hopefully we can do, something like this
The
again.
29th next year again. Do the
Yeah.
other 29th next year.
Yeah. We'll do whatever. Uncle Bill's got a birthday coming up. Garrett's got a birthday coming up here shortly. I know he's kind of busy with a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, maybe
I just saw some video the other day, this last weekend, and Aaron, like, he was fucking around, but in the video, he said, "I'm a 49-year-old man," and I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" I was sitting there going, like, trying to do the math. And I was like, "This video is like 5 years ago. Like, why do they call me Papa when he's like 49?"
He looks great, though. He looks great.
he doesn't look his age. So.
But happy birthday, Bubsy. I wish you
Happy birthday, CK.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be 29 again.
Birthday to you.
Do we have to pay royalties if we sing this or not? Hit it.
Yeah.
Hit it with the
Somebody
you know it on the
owns it.
guitar.
I do
Can
actually.
you play it on the guitar? Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go.
Play that on the guitar. Happy birthday.
C and D.
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy one good thing is the algorithm will never pick this up as happy birthday, so you want to pay the royalty.
This is out on the road now. Hold on.
I've got a better song we can end it with, Bulls. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an ass man.
Something like that.
I'm an ass man.
There's all kinds of shit happening. I don't even know what's
I
going
like
on.
to pick them.
Where'd he go?
Next to you.
There he is.
Pick them.
I'm an ass man. I'm an ass man. I'm an ass man.
Oh shit!
Old Tony.
You gotta throw some Tony Moran in there. I mean, come on. But
I know what to play us out with, though.
what's that?
Do it.
I need schoolgirls to remain in chains, 'cause it really gets me hard. Schoolgirls in chains.
Scoop. Good. All right, boys, we're out on the road, but it's been fun, guys, and hopefully we can do it again. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and everything.
It's great to see everybody.
Yeah, it's good to hang out. A lot of old school dead pit people hanging out
Thank you
in the
all for
chat
having
and
me.
in here. Always, man. Appreciate everybody, and we'll catch you guys. I think the next thing we're doing is Uncle Bill and I believe Steve is going to do the Vinegar Syndrome thing on Saturday at noon or at 11:30. maybe I'll show up too. I'm working Saturday, so
You should
if
be
I
able to
can-
get in there for
if I
10,
can
15 minutes.
find a closet somewhere, IT closet or something, and talk
There's
about some
always
great,
an IT closet. So,
great movies and everything. But yeah, stay tuned. We appreciate everybody. Again, have a good night and keep it creepy over at deadpit.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime.
Click that goddamn bell now.
Puts up
Click
new
it.
shit.
Hold on. I really don't get
I want you to. I want you to.
Okay.
Let's keep our community growing here on
No,
YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you
God
dare
damn
do
it. Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
Hey everyone, it's Oak Early Jaws. We got some great shirts for you. We got Faces of Death Part 2. We got Creepy Stories to Tell in Kentucky. The Colonel Would Approve. We also got deadpit.com. We got Deadpit Radio with the little fucking Deadpit dude on there. We got It Never Ends, a Halloween spook parody of the new movie. We got It at Night. We got the Rat Pack, Uncle Rat himself. It just gets better and better, so go on and get you some shirts over at Team Public. It just gets better and better, boss.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Deadpit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.